So we're going to do a song for you now. We had a bunch of requests for this one. And it's a song of ours that is called Stupid Little Heart.
Oh, that's a good one. Stupid Little Heart.
It is a song that we wrote about my dad, and a bunch of you out there have met my dad. He used to come to all the Freedom Park shows back in the day, and he and my mom, would take my sister and I here to see the fireworks. And we miss him very much. We lost my dad earlier this year, a few months ago, and we had lost him, a long time before that, because my dad passed away from dementia. And it is a tough thing to see, He didn't remember my mom or my sister and me for probably the last 5 years before we lost him. But we had this magical moment, and I've told some of you the story about this magical moment. And it's what inspired the writing of this song. Rich and I, we played a show for my dad and all of his friends at the Memory Care, which, let me tell you, is a tough crowd to play for. They will be brutally honest, and they will heckle you, so. But we played a show, and we did that song, Landslide. And, my parents have heard us do that so many times. And my mom and dad were sitting in the front row, and there was just this moment, this magical moment where this light came on in my dad's eyes, and he looked at my mom, and he was there with us for just a second, and he said, "Is that Melanie?" And he knew who I was. And it's the reason we wrote this song. I like to think that in some way he's heard it through the universe. But in the second verse, there's this lyric, which I'm going to tell you all about, so that things don't get too sad. There's a lyric in the second verse where I say, "I will remember the better days, swimming across the creek." So, my dad would have called it the crick, not the creek. How many crick people do we have out there? We got some crick people. All right, so I wrote creek. But if you want to sing crick, you can sing crick, all right? But my mom and dad used to take us swimming to this swimming hole at the Schoharie Creek all the time when we were little. And my dad was a really good swimmer. So that line in that song is from a happy memory when my dad used to swim us across the creek with me on one shoulder and my sister on the other, and we'd get to the other side, and there was always this giant rock with a divot in it. It was filled with water and a whole bunch of water bugs. And me, being the space nerd that I am, I would pretend that we had gone in a rocket through outer space, and that was a different planet full of aliens, all those water bugs. So you can think about that and smile when we get to that part. Thanks so much for listening. This one's called Stupid Little Heart. And oh, when it rained, my stupid
said, great, thanks.
Very nice, you too. Good job.
So, I went to RPI, little school in Troy there. But I grew up in the mean streets of Providence, Rhode Island. Where are my Rhode Island people at? We got anybody here from Rhode Island? We got a handful, and that almost never happens.
Never happens.
Even when we play in Rhode Island.